Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another playthrough of Mage Knight. Today we're going to be playing as Tovak with Goldix as the dummy player. We have 2 greens and a white in the source. Our unit offers the Thugs, Magic Familiars, and Northern Monks. Our advanced action offer is going to be Peaceful Moment, Dodge and Weave, and Pathfinding. And then for our spells offer, we have Space Bending, Time Bending, Cure Disease, and Call to Arms, Call to Glory. We can draw up to our hand limit of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we get Threaten, Cold Toughness, Crystallize, Stamina, and Swiftness. I think for starting, I'm kind of thinking to come over to the village, maybe recruit the Thugs. This unfortunately isn't enough to level up here, so I'm not sure if it's worth taking him out or not. I could come this way, but the Mage Tower, I mean, some of this, but like I guess Call to Arms is good to get early, but moving into the desert and then having these two as well to move from isn't that appealing. So what I think I'll do is I'll take Planning for Tactics, and then we can go for the dummy player who's going to take Rethink. So that's gone. They're going to go first, and we can go 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, they should have 2 greens and a blue. So that is a green, so they're going to get 2 more. So they get 1 and 2, and then it's back to us. And I think here we can go with Stamina, Swiftness, and Crystallize sideways. That gets us into the village. We'll end our turn there. We still have 2 in hand, so we'll draw another 4 because of planning. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get March, Mana Draw, and Concentration. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again back to us. And I think here we can just play Concentration for a red. And then we'll use that red with Threaten for influence of 5. We'll recruit the Thugs. We'll lose 1 reputation for using the stronger effective Threaten. And then we are left with these 4 in hand. And we can draw up to our hand limit, so we get another 2. And we get Rage and Rage. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again back to us. And I think here we can plunder the village. So we'll take 2 more cards and we get Stamina and Promise. Okay. And I think here we probably come up here and then see what's in the keep rather than going into the maze, because then we would provoke that guy. So let's play Stamina to move there. We reveal what's in the keep, and it is 3 physical attack, 5 armor, and brutal, and we aren't even going to level up because it's only 2 fame. That is very bad. Okay, so I think here we will still take the keep. So let's go with March for move of 4 with the green from the source. We'll lose 1 reputation. We're going to block with our Thugs for a block of 3. So he's fully blocked, and then we play Rage, and Cold Toughness for an attack of 6. Which is enough to take him out. We get +1 reputation and +2 fame. So yeah, that's frustrating. That's a blue. We are discarding these. We still have 3 in hand. So we are drawing up to our hand limit +2 because of planning and the keep. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Tranquility, Swiftness, and Instinct. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white or a green, sorry. So they get 1 and 2. They're going to declare end round the next turn back to us. I think I'm going to do something a little unusual. So I'll play Mana Draw to use 2 dice from the source. We'll use a green for a move of 4. That gets us there. And then, although if we go with first, let's use Instinct to move 2. So we'll explore here first. And it is tile 13. Okay, so that goes there. We have an orc at the top. It's 3 physical attack with Swiftness and 4 armor. And then the Mage Tower goes face down. And then we can use our Marsh for a move of 4, gets us there. We will engage this guy in combat. We'll use the second die, the white die in the source for a ranged attack of 3. It's enough to take him out in the ranged siege attack phase. We get +1 reputation and +2 fame. That's enough to level up. We are left with these 2 in hand. These two get re-rolled, and it's two greens. And then we are getting our level up, so we get a choice between movement and shield mastery. I think I'm going to take shield mastery. And the common skill is going to be the co-op one for, or no, sorry, the influence one, not the co-op one. For Goldix, for advanced action, I'm going to take dodge and weave. These advance, and the new one we get is heroic tail. So we draw our last card, which is obviously dodge and weave. They're going to declare end of round, and then for us, I think it makes sense to, I mean, we can only really explore two here, so we'll play two cards sideways to explore a new tile, and we get, so tile number 5, first monastery on the board. That advanced action is going to be shield bash, and then we also have an orc which goes face up, and that is 3 physical attack with poison and 5 armor. And we have the blue crystal mine there. So we'll end it there. We will re-roll this source, gold, black, and green. So we'll re-roll the gold and black, and that's going to be gold and red. The unit offer gets refreshed with peasants, Utum guardsmen, and the peasants. Shield bash gets replaced with regeneration. They take peaceful moment. These advance, and the new one we get is decompose. We can ready our unit and shuffle up for the next round. And sorry, I forgot to give them a blue for space bending, time bending. These advance, and the new spell that we get is going to be Whirlwind Tornado. And yeah, then we shuffle up. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit of 5 plus 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get swiftness, march, swiftness, crystallized, cold toughness, and rage. For tactics here, I think I'm going to go with preparation, and I think I want to take probably a stamina here. So we'll take stamina, and I'm thinking we come over here and take the orc out, hopefully on the first turn, end on the blue crystal mine, and then head up towards the monastery. Yeah, and then hopefully we can maybe get a level up and explore quite a bit more, and then maybe burn the monastery. So we can roll for the dummy player, and that is going to be, number 5 is gone, number 6 sparing power is gone, so we no longer have that. We are going to go first, so I think I'll play stamina, swiftness, and march, so we get 3, 6, and we'll take on this orc. We're going to block with our shield mastery, and then we can play rage with the red from the source for an attack of 4, and cold toughness for an attack of 2. So that is enough to take him out, although we could just play crystallized sideways instead of cold toughness here. Yeah, let's do that. So that'll be 5 points of attack, which is enough. We get +1 reputation, +3 fame, so 1 short of leveling up. This gets re-rolled. It's a blue, and we are going to draw back up to our hand limit of 5. So 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we get concentration, dodge and weave, and instinct. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And sorry, we should get a blue for ending on the blue crystal mine. For our turn, we're going to play concentration with the green from the source along with instinct for a move of 6. So we'll move 2 there. We'll spend another 2 to explore here. And we get, so tile number 10. And that is going to be a keep, which goes face down, and an ancient ruins that also goes face down. And then, so that was 2, 4, and then we'll use our final 2 to move here onto the monastery. We'll end our turn there with 3 cards in hand. This gets re-rolled. It's a gold. Oh, that's nasty. That's really bad. So we get 2 more, and we get promise and march. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They don't go again. Back to us. And I think here, let's go with march for move 2. We'll explore here first, and we get, so tile number 11. Right next to ruins, there's an orc as well. and that is going to be 3 physical attack with poison and 5 armor. Mage Tower goes face down. Ruins also goes face down. And then do we want to explore one more tile or move on to the ruins here? I think let's use swiftness to explore another 2, and that is so tile number 7. And there's a monastery. There's another orc. So the orc is going to be a summoner with 4 armor. The monastery advanced action is going to be temporal portal. And then I think we'll end our turn there. We'll let go promise. I don't think we'll be recruiting on this turn. We have 2 in hand, so we'll draw another 3. So we get 1, 2, 3. And we have tranquility, stamina, and threaten. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again back to us. I think let's play tranquility to draw 1 card, and we get mana draw. Okay. So I'm debating whether to burn the monastery. I'm not sure if we have the attack cards, but I think I might try it. Although we could go for the mage tower as well. I think the mage tower might actually make more sense here, just because then we'd be able to use our unit. So let's go with blue from the source for move of 4. That gets us into the mage tower. We lose 1 reputation. We are going to so summoner with 3 armor and physical resistance. Okay, so we'll get 1 brown enemy, and it's going to be 5 physical attack with brutal and 5 armor. We can use dodge and weave to reduce 1 enemy attack by 2. So we're going to reduce that down to 3, and then we can block it with our skill for 3. So he successfully blocked. We'll get attack 1 in the attack phase. We need 6 points of inefficient attack to take him out. So we have 1 point. We can use cold toughness for 2. So that's 3. And then we can use our thugs for 6, or for another 3, which is another, or total of 6. So we lose 1 reputation for using thugs. So yeah, that's right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're left with 2 in hand. We get 4 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take the level up now. And then we also get a shield token. So we're going to get a reward. This gets re-rolled. It's a green. Our reward is going to be a spell, and I think I'm going to take Whirlwind here, Whirlwind Tornado, and the new spell that we get is Snowstorm Blizzard. Okay, so that is all for this round, or for this turn. We'll draw another 2, and it's Rage and Whirlwind. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They don't go again back to us. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have enough movement to get a core tile out on the board, and the 2 goals in the source have been really troubling for this round. So I think the only thing we can do is probably go and take on the orc. We'll block with our skill of 3. We'll play rage for 2, and then these 3 sideways for 1 each. We get +1 reputation, +3 fame, 1 to 3, 1 short of leveling up. And yeah, we will end it there, I think. So we re-roll the source, and it's going to be gold, red, and white. We're replacing the 3 units, still only regular units, and we get shock troops, peasants, and the Udim swordsman. The advanced actions from the monastery are replaced with a maximal effect and counter attack. They take pathfinding. These advance, and the new one we get is Ice Shield. They get a green for cure disease, and the new spell that we get is going to be Tremor Earthquake. We can ready that and shuffle up for the next round. Okay, so I've revealed the 2 ancient ruins, and we dropped our hand limit of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get stamina, rage, threaten, dodge and weave, and swiftness. For tactics, I think I'm going to take a great start. We get march and rage. Dummy player is going to take number 6, so the right moment's gone. We are going to go first here. So I'm thinking we go on to the ancient ruins, take that, and then maybe come back and try and get Tremor Earthquake. from the spells offer. So let's go with March for a move of 2. We get we'll enter the ruins. We get a green and a brown. So the green is going to be 3 physical attack, unfortified, brutal, and 5 armor with ice and fire resistance. And then the brown is going to be 5 physical attack, 4 fame, physical resistance, and 4 armor. Okay, so I think what we'll do here is we'll block this guy with our shield, or with our skill. We're going to take 2 wounds from him. So 1, 2, and then we can play, I think, Rage with the red from the source for an attack of 4, and then 5, 6, and then 2 sideways for 7, 8. So he is dead. And then this guy, we can use our thugs for attack of 3, and then 2 sideways for 4, 5. That's enough to take him out. We'll lose 1 reputation for using the thugs, but both of them are defeated, and we get a shield token on the ruins. So that was expensive. This gets re-rolled. It is a gold. All of this is discarded. We're left with 2 wounds in hand. We are going to get 7 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is a level up. But first we get a reward, and it's going to be a choice between Banner of Glory and Horn of Wrath. Banner of Glory, we can assign it to a unit. The unit gets armor +1 and +1 to any attacks or blocks it makes. Whenever this unit attacks or blocks, fame +1. But I think Horn of Wrath is going to be the winner there. And then we can also get our level up. So we get a choice between so his co-op skill, or the other one is called where is it? Yeah, it's Who Needs Magic. Once a turn, 1 card played sideways gives you +2 instead of +1. If you use no die from the source this turn, it gives +3 instead. And the co-op one is choose a color other than gold and gain a mana token of that color. Put the skill token in the center and mark it with another token of the same color. The first player who uses mana of that color to power a card that gives move, influence, or any type of attack or block gets +4 from that card and returns the skill to you face down. I think I'm going to go with Who Needs Magic here. I'll give a bit of flexibility, and then the common skill is going to be, I think, blue crystal and a white mana token. For our advanced action, I think I'm going to take Heroic Tale, and these advance, and the new one we get is Swift Bolt. So yeah, we are left with 2 in hand. Our hand limit is 5, so we get another 3. And we get 12 Toughness, Horn of Wrath, and Heroic Tale. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a green, they get 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Back to us. And I think here we'll just rest. We'll discard Cold Toughness and our 2 wounds. We get 3 more, so we get Promise, Swiftness, and Crystallize. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. And I think here let's go with Swiftness and Crystallize sideways. We'll move on to the Magical Glade. We'll engage the Orc. We'll play Horn of Wrath for siege attack of 5. So he's dead in the ranged and siege attack phase. We do roll a die to see if we get a wound. And it's a gold. So black or red gives us a wound. So we don't get a wound. We get +1 reputation, +4 fame, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's a level up. We get 1 more command token. We ended on a Magical Glade, so we can throw away 1 of our wounds from the discard pile. And then, yeah, that is the end of our turn. And we are left with these 2 in hand. We draw 3 more, or 4 more, sorry, because we've leveled up. So we get Concentration, March, Tranquility, and Instinct. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. They get 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, back to us. And because we start on a Magical Glade, we get a gold token. So I think here I will actually use the gold for move of 4, and I'm going to come back to the Mage Tower. I'm going to play Concentration for a white. And And then I'm going to use Heroic Tale for influence 6, Promise for influence 2, that's a total influence of 8. I'm going to use a gold from the source as a green, and we're going to get the Tremor spell. The new spell in the offer is going to be Chill, Lethal Chill, and I think we'll end our turn there. This gets re-rolled, it's a blue, and we have gold and white get disappear. These get discarded and we draw up to our hand limit of 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get Stamina, Whirlwind, Mana Draw, and Tremor. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. They're going to declare end of round in the next turn back to us. And then I think here we will play Mana Draw to be able to use 2 dice from the source. We'll use a gold for a move of 4 with Instinct. We'll use a blue for a move of 4 with Stamina. We'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll use our skill for Tranquility to get a move of 2. And we'll explore this tile first. And it's going to be the Blue City right next to a Draconum. Okay, so the Draconum is going to be 4 ice attack with swiftness, elusive, ice resistance 7 and 14 armor. The new advanced action for the monastery is Blood Rage. And then the level 7 Blue City is going to be a grey, 2 purple, and a white. So Blue City, grey, 2 purple, and 1 white. Okay, so we have Tremor and Whirlwind left in hand, and I think we just use these 2 sideways to explore 1 more tile, and that's obviously going to be there. And we get, so it's tile number 9. Okay, so there's another Draconum. And then that is going to be, the 5 physical attack, poison, swiftness, and 9 armor. And then there's a mage tower at the top, which goes face down as well. And we will end our turn there on the round. Okay, so we are re-rolling the source. So that's going to be red and 2 goals. So we'll re-roll the 2 goals, and it's a red and a blue. The unit offer gets refreshed. We do have core tiles now, so we're getting elite units, and the first is going to be the Ultim Guardians. First regular is the Thugs, and the second elite is the Heroes. And then the Monastery advanced actions are going to be replaced with Chivalry, Into the Heat, and Explosive Bolt. They take Decompose. These advance, and the new advanced action is Magic Talent. They're going to get a white for Call to Arms, Call to Glory. These advance, and the new spell we get is going to be Demolish, Disintegrate. We can ready our units and shuffle up for the next round. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get March, Cold Toughness, Rage, Threaten, and Heroic Tale. And I think here I'm going to go for Long Night. And the dummy player is going to take number 4, which is Midnight Meditation. So we are going first. Okay, so I think we will we'll take on the Draconum here. So we're going to need 8 points of efficient block. So that's fire or coal fire block. We can get 2 points of efficient block here with our fire block 2. So then we're left with 6 points of inefficient. So we'll need 12 points of inefficient block. And we can get that by playing Thugs for block 3. Cold Toughness with a blue from our inventory for a block of 5 plus 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's a total block of 9, 10, 11, 12. That's enough to fully block him. And then we can use Rage with the red from the source for an attack of 4. The other Rage for an attack of 2, that's 6. And then March Sideways for an attack of 1, that's 7. So he is dead, and we get +2 reputation. +7 fame, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And yeah, we're left with 2 cards in hand. This gets re-rolled. It's a blue. This goes away, and we are drawing up to our hand limit. So we get another 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. and we get Swiftness, Instinct, Tranquility, and Stamina. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They don't go again back to us. And I think here we will play Tranquility to draw one more card, and it is Promise. Okay, so we can. I think we will play March and Swiftness for a move before we'll get into the refugee camp. We'll be left with 4 cards in hand. We'll draw 2 more, and we get Mana Draw and March. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think here let's recruit. So we're going to go for the Ultim Guardians. So we're at 0 on the reputation track. They have 11. In the refugee camp, we're going to need 3 more. So we're going to need 14. So we can get 5 from Threaten with a red from the source. Oh. And then 2 from Instinct. That's 7. 3 from Heroic Tail. That's 10. Promise for 2 is 12, and March Sideways for 2 using our skill is 14. So that's enough to get them. So they are now recruited. We do get reputation +1 for the unit we recruited, so we're up to +1 on the reputation track. This gets re-rolled. It is a blue, so 3 blues in the source. Okay, so all of these get discarded. We're left with 1 in hand, and we get another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get Dodge and Weave, Tremor, Crystallize, Swiftness, and Concentration. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 1 more. Back to us. And I think here we can take on the Draconum. So let's use a blue from the source with Crystallize to get 2 whites. Or sorry, a white, which we'll use with Mana Draw. We're going to take a blue and set it to white. We'll get 2 white tokens for that. And we're going to use one of those with Dodge and Weave. So reduce his attack by 4. So he is now down to 1 physical attack, which is Swift. So we need 2 points of block. We can get that with our skill. And then we can activate our Ultim Guardians for an attack of 5, Swiftness for an attack of 3, that's 8, and then we can play Tremor, I guess, sideways. We also get 2 from Dodge and Weave, so that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's enough to take him out. We get +2 reputation and +7 fame, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah, these are all getting discarded. The white doesn't get re-rolled, the blue one does. That's a red. Okay, we're left with 2 cards in hand, and we are getting a choice of skills. Oh, so we have, okay, so I think that's Cold Swordsmanship on the bottom, which is once a turn attack 2 or ice attack 2. And then the top one is I feel no pain once a turn except in combat. Discard 1 wound from hand if you do draw a card. And I think I'm going to take the Cold Swordsmanship here. Just having the elemental attack might be helpful. The common skill is going to be blue crystal and green mana token. I'm going to take Swift Bolt. The new advanced action is going to be diplomacy. So we have these 2 in hand, and we'll draw up another 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we get a wound, whirlwind, stamina, and swift bolt. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 1 more. Back to us. And I think for our turn, let's play swift bolt to get a white to our inventory. And then I'm going to recruit. I'm going to go for the heroes here. So we're at +2 in the reputation track. That gets doubled. So that's +4. They can be recruited in a village. So the 9 is the actual cost we have to pay. We're already at +4. So we need another 5. And we can use Whirlwind Sideways using our skill for +3 because we're not going to use a dice from the source. So that's 3. And then we can play Tremor and Concentration Sideways. That's 5. So that is enough to get the heroes. And we will, end our turn there. So that is that. We have 2 in hand here. And we will draw up to 6. So we get 3rd, and then we can use our Long Night. So we can get 3 more with that. So we're gonna have 3 here. Yeah, we're just the 3. We'll get all 3 into our hand. Something like Tranquility would be ideal to heal that wound. But let's see. So we get 1, 2, 3, and we have Heroic Tale, March, and Concentration. And then this one is Horn of Wrath, dummy player, 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They're going to declare end of round the next turn back to us. I think I'm going to do something I don't think I've done before. I'm going to recruit the thugs and replace the thugs with the thugs. So this is going to boost our reputation and give us a bit of fame as well. So let's use influence 5 if used during interaction, reputation +1. So we'll get +1 there, and then we can use a white from the source for influence of 6, fame +1, and reputation +1 for each unit you recruit this turn. So we're going to recruit 1, so we'll get fame +1 and reputation +1. I'm sorry that before we did any of that, we would recruit these. So they're obviously we are at +2, so that counts as -2. We need 7 influence. We have 11, so that's those recruited. And then yeah, we are increasing that by 2. So we will, I think, end our turn there. This gets re-rolled. It's a blue. Dummy player declares end of round, and it's back to us. And usually I would probably come back towards the village and end here. But I think, although I could go to the magical blade and then we would heal this wound. But I'm also tempted to wait around on the refugee camp because we're at +3 on the reputation track. We might be able to recruit some elite unit on the next turn, which would really help us going into the final battle. And I think I'll just wait on the refugee camp and see what comes out in the unit offer on the next turn. So that gets re-rolled, 2 greens and a blue. And then we are getting new elite units, and the first is going to be the Ultimate Mages. The next is the Herbalists, and then the second elite is the Heroes. And the Monastery advance actions get replaced with 3 new ones, which are the Firebolt, Force of Nature, and Training. The dummy player takes Ice Shield. These advance, and the new one is Intimidate. Snowstorm, so they're going to get a blue into their inventory. And the new one is Meditation Trance. And then we can ready our units, and our skills are all done, so we can shuffle up for the next round. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get Instinct, Concentration, Swiftness, Stamina, Rage, and Rage. I think I'm going to take Early Bird here, so we can go first. And I think I'm going to try and get those Ultimate Mages. So we'll need 12 plus 3 because it's in a refugee camp. That's 15. We're already at 3 on the reputation track. We can use influence 4 there, concentration with instinct for an influence of 6. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then let's play probably swiftness sideways for 2 is 12. And like we're at +3 as well, so that's enough to get the Ultimate Mages. We'll replace the thugs with those. We lose 1 reputation for using the thugs for influence, and we'll end our turn there. So we have 3 in hand. That is a blue, and we'll get 3 more. So 1 whirlwind, mana draw, and tranquility. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 1 more. Back to us. And I think here, let's go with Stamina for a move of 4 with a blue from the source, and then Rage using our skill sideways for a move of 2. That's a total move of 6. Gets us next to the blue city. We have, okay, so 11 physical attack, unfortified, arcane immunity, and 10 armor. 2 ice attack, paralyze, ice and physical resistance, and 4 armor. 5 ice attack, ice resistance, 6 armor, and 4 physical, 2 fire attack, fire resistance, and 4 armor. And those are going to be elemental attacks are going to be boosted for being in the blue city. This gets rerolled, it's a white. We are drawing another 2, so we get Promise and Swift Bolt. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, they get 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Back to us. And I think here, let's go with a green from the source for Tranquility to draw 2, and we get Tremor and Threaten. Okay. And I think here I will play Swift Bolt for white to our inventory. I will let go of Threaten, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in hand. This gets re-rolled, it's a blue, and we are drawing 1 more, and it is Crystallize. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3, so that's a white, they get 1 more. Ooh, 1 more, back to us. And I think for us, we will play Crystallize with a blue, we'll take a red into our inventory. And yeah, we will leave it there. That is a blue. So that goes away. We get 1 more. So we have Swiftness. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 1 more. Back to us. I think we will go for a first attempt at this. So we will play Swiftness for a move of 2. That gets us into the city. We lose 1 reputation. These are the enemies. We are going to, first of all, let's play Mana Draw with a white from our inventory. We'll take a blue and set it to green. So we get 2 green tokens. We're going to use one of those with our Tremor spell. So all enemies get armor -2. Obviously that doesn't apply to him because he's arcane immune. We're also going to activate the Ultim Guardians for all units gain all resistances. We're not going to do anything in the range and siege attack phase. And then we're going to assign his 4 points of ice attack to our Ultim Mages. We're going to assign his 4 points of fire attack to our heroes. We're going to assign his 7 points of ice attack to, and actually, sorry, before we go on, I can also play Whirlwind for target enemy does not attack this combat. Instead of assigning this guy's damage to our Ultim Guardians, we can choose for him not to attack, and then we can use instead of we don't use the green ability of the Ultim Guardians here. We can, because that's going to be absorbed anyway, because they're 5 armor. This is 4 ice attack. They're ice resistant, so that's fully absorbed. This is 2 plus 2, so 4 fire attack. He's already fire resistant, so that's fully absorbed. This guy's not attacking, and then we can use our Ultim Guardians for a block of 8 and our skill for a block of 3 to block him. Which means that we're going to take wounds from his physical attack. So we're going to take 2 wounds to hand from his physical attack. And then we move on to the attack phase. And we can use a blue from the source with our Ultim Mages for a cold fire attack of 7. We can use a red, we should have used Promise for Influence 2 to be able to use the heroes here. And we're going to get a cold fire attack of 6 there, so that's a total cold fire attack of 13. We have 2 attack here, that's 15, and 2 here is 17. All of them have armor -2, so we are going to, except for this guy, so 10, he is down to 4, that's 14, and he is down to 2, that's 16. So that's all 3 of those guys dead because we have 13 cold fire attack, and none of them are physically resistant. So we have 2 points there and 2 points of attack there. So that is a total 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, which is enough to take all 3 of those out. We get 3 shield tokens. And yeah, we will tidy this up. So green goes away, white goes away. And all of these are discarded. The blue gets re-rolled, the green does not, so that's a blue, and all of these are gone. We retreat back out to the space we came from, and this is the only enemy that's left. So we have got 5, we lose 1 reputation for that token, so 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 8 is 18, so we go from 40 up to 58. That is one more level up. And mana draw is also being used. We're left with 2 cards in hand. We'll draw another 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get March, Stamina, a Wound, and Horn of Wrath. Dummy player then 1, 2. They're going to declare end of round the next turn back to us. I think here we will just rest and discard Stamina and the 3 wounds in hand. We have 2 here, so we'll draw another 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get Cold Toughness, Heroic Tail, Dodge and Weave, and March. Dummy player declares end of round and it's back to us. And I think here, let's go for it. So we'll play March, we'll move in, we'll lose another reputation. He is doing 4 ice attacks, so we can play Dodge and Weave. We could actually take that down to using a white. No, let's leave it. So 1 enemy attack is reduced by 2, so he's down to 2 ice attack. We can assign that to our Ultimate Mages. We get 1 point of attack in the attack phase, so we need 8 points of inefficient attack. So we can play Cold Toughness for 2. We have 1 from Dodge and Weave, that's 3. We can play Heroic Tail sideways for 3 because we're not going to use a dice from the source. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then these 2 sideways for 7, 8. We also have this skill as well, but yeah. So we have enough there to take the city successfully. So we'll get 5 more fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is 1 more level up. We'll get another shield token. And yeah, we will end it there. So March comes back to us, and yeah, we can re-roll the source. That is 2 black and a white, so we will re-roll the 2 blacks, and that is red and green. The units get refreshed, and the new ones that we get are going to be Amatep Freezers. Regular is the Foresters, and the second is the Amatep Gunners. Monastery advanced actions are getting replaced with we get agility, blood ritual, and ritual attack. They take magic talent. These advance, and the new one is crushing bolt. They get a blue for chill, lethal chill. These advance, and the new one we get is going to be restoration, rebirth. We can ready our skills and units and shuffle up for the next round. I'm sorry, I forgot to do our level up, so we would get a choice of skill here. So we have motivation or shield mastery. Oh, that's a tough choice. Or sorry, resistance break, not shield mastery. We already have that. I think we need the motivation here, just because yeah, we need more cards. I think so. I think that's siege or ice attack 1 or siege ice attack 1. We wouldn't have taken. I think it was magic talent they took. We'll take intimidate. So the other advanced action that would be here is mana storm, or maybe one of those would be there, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. But yeah, let me shuffle up now. And I think here, let's go. So we'll draw up to our hand limit of 6 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we get swiftness, crystallize, concentration, rage, stamina, wound, stamina, and march. So a lot of movement. I think I'm going to go for from the dusk. I'm kind of wondering whether it's worth getting the Amatep freezers or gunners here. We are a +1, so we would need only 7. We have 4 there, so we could actually get them by playing 1 card sideways here. But my worry is what we find when we explore. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get to the city. So yeah, let's go with it. So let's try. We'll take the Amatep freezers. We'll use our skill for a plus of +3. So we'll get them. We are at 1, so 3 plus 1 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's enough to get them. We will, I think, end our turn there. And we'll draw 1 more. And it is threaten. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. I get 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. We are going to play March for a move of 4. with the green from the source. We'll get 2 there, we'll explore there, and it is not the city. So there's a mage tower face down, ruins also face down, and then we will play, I think, stamina for a move of 2 to explore the final tile, and that is going to be the red city. Of course it is. So we have a Draconum on the far side is oh, nasty, nasty. Summoner with physical resistance and 8 armor, and arcane immunity. And then the one on this side is going to be 4 ice attack with swiftness, ice resistance, elusive, 7 and 14 armor. And then the red city at level 11 is going to be a brown, purple, and 3 white enemies. And any physical attack is going to be brutal in there. And then for the rest of our turn, I think let's discard threaten. Yeah, and we will leave it there, I think. So this gets re-rolled. That's a white. We're getting so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tranquility, 7 swiftness, 8 march, dummy player, 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think we kind of have to take on the Draconum here. Yeah, I think we're going to take on him. So he'll draw 2 brown enemies, and we get 4 physical attack, poison, assassination, swiftness, fire resistance, and 6 armor, and then 6 physical attack, fortified, and 6 armor. The armor isn't going to make a difference here. I think for here we are going to take 1 wound to hand and 1 wound to discard from this guy. And then we can we'll block 3 with him, and then rage block 2 and march sideways for block 1. So that's a total block of 6. So he's fully blocked. And then we need 8 points of attack. So we'll use a red with our heroes for cold fire attack of 6, and then our ice attack 2 skill, which is efficient against him. So we'll get +2 reputation, 1, 2, and plus a 9 fame. So we go 72. And we will end it there. I think we do have a tranquility in hand. And I think I will actually use tranquility to heal 1 wound from my hand. So that's gone. And yeah, these are both gone. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get 3 more. We get Horn of Wrath, Dodge and Weave, and Swift Bolt, dummy player. Oh, we should re-roll this first. That is a green, so we could have healed their 2 wounds. Darn. So that's 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 1 more back to us. I think here, let's go with stamina and swiftness for a move of 4. So that will get us next to the city. We'll reveal what's in there, and it's 6 fire attack, brutal, ice resistance, 6 armor, 4 cold fire, poison, assassination, physical resistance, 8 armor. 5 cold fire, paralyze, assassination, fire, and ice resistance, 8 armor, 2 physical attacks of 3 each with brutal, and 7 armor unfortified, and then 7 physical attacks, swiftness, and 5 armor. And the physical attack is going to be brutal. Okay, I think we will play a swift ball for a white to our inventory, and then we can probably play crystallize and take a do we want a white or a green here? I think we will go for a that's a tough one. Let's go with a green, I think. So we'll take a green into our inventory. We're left with 1, 2, 3, 4. These get this re-rolled, so that's a black. And yeah, we're getting 2 more, so we get intimidate and instinct, dummy player, 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. Oh, they're going to declare end of round the next turn back to us. And I think we will rest, discard instinct and the wound, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We get Heroic Tail, not what we wanted, and Cold Toughness. Dummy player declares end of round. We're going to use Motivation with a blue, or get a blue, sorry. We'll get 2 more, and we get a Wound. Oh, and Tremor. Okay. Okay, so I think we have to go for it, I guess. We can play Heroic Tail for a move of 2 using this skill. We will be using a dice from the source, so we're going to move in. We lose 1 reputation. These are the 5 enemies. So let's just clear that over there. Okay, so what can we do? We are going to, first of all, let's play Tremor with the green from our inventory and the black from the source for all enemies. Get their armor reduced by 4. None of them are arcane immune, so everyone's armor is down to 4. We can also use our Amatep freezers with the blue that we got from motivation for target enemy does not attack this combat and gets his armor -3. So he is down from 8 armor to 1 armor, and he's not going to attack. This guy is down to 2. He's down to 3. So that's a total of 5 between those. This is 4. So he's 4 armor. That's a 9 between those 3. And then this guy's down to 2. Okay, so 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, so it's a total of 10. And I think I'm going to play Horn of Wrath for a siege attack 10. We're going to roll mana die 5 times to see how many wounds we take. That's a white, we don't get one. That is a gold, we don't get one. Red, that's 1 wound. We have 2 more rolls. Blue doesn't give us a wound, and red does give us a wound, so we get 2 wounds. We have siege attack 10. This guy's down to 4 armor, this guy's down to 2, that's a total of 6. This guy's down to 1, 7, and this guy's down to 3, 10. None of them have physical resistance, so they're all dead in the range and siege attack phase. Like I said, this guy isn't going to attack, and his armor is now down to 1. Because of, first of all, Tremor, and then this guy's ability. He's not ice resistant, so this ability does work on him. And then we don't even have to use Dodge and Weave. We could use Cold Toughness. We could use our Ultim Guardians. Let's just use Cold Toughness for an attack of 2. That is enough inefficient attack to kill him. So he is also dead. And yeah, I was really sweating there at the end. I wasn't sure if we'd have enough time to get into the city and kill them all. But that getting Tremor on the last draw with I think it was motivation there was absolutely such a key draw. I wasn't sure if I made the right choice coming back to the Mage Tower, but that spell is just so powerful. And yeah, then taking the green with the crystallize and then rolling the blow is just unbelievable. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me tidy up. We should get our fame first. So we get 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 5 is 18 plus 7 is 25 plus 9 is 34. So we go from 72, 82, 92, 102, 106. So we do get another level up and another skill. So we just take that, and then common skill would be flight, and we would get I guess crushing bolt, doesn't matter. The cards we didn't get to: wound, mana draw, rage, whirlwind, promise, and crushing bolt. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. I will tidy up and then we can have a look at the final deck. So we ended with Tremor and Whirlwind. We broke Horn of Wrath, and then we had Swift Bolt, Dodge and Weave, Intimidate, Crushing Bolt, and Heroic Tail. And then we also had 6 wounds. So yeah, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for joining, and hope you can join again next time. Thank you.